What's going on, you guys? BOBEAST here. How are all of you guys doing today? Today you guys are back at it again with another Fortnite video. How are all of you guys doing today? Thank you guys so much for the support on the videos recently. You guys have been absolutely killing it. Thank you guys so much. So guys, for today's topic, we're going to be going over ranking every single DLC weapon from worst to best. By DLC I mean guns that they added to the game, guns that were originally in the game that were there. So these weapons were added to the game after it was launched, so these are considered DLC weapons, and these weapons are all free. They didn't charge us. It's free DLC basically. So guys, before we begin, guys, absolutely destroy that like button. Guys, smack that like button right now. Turn it blue. Absolutely destroy that like button. And guys, hit that subscribe button as well. And turn on post notifications, guys, if you are new. Hit the sub button. Turn on post notifications if you're new. Now, guys, without further ado, let's get right into this video. So, guys, at our number 11 spot, we have the crossbow. Now I forgot to mention this. There are items on this list that were removed from the game, but they are still considered DLC because they were added to the game after it was launched. So we're beginning with the crossbow, guys. At our number 11 spot, at our worst spot, we have the crossbow. The crossbow, guys, this is arguably the worst weapon in Fortnite Battle Royale. Honestly, it's so bad. I know it's been removed. It's been removed for a really good reason. It didn't stay in Fortnite for too long. This thing was so bad. The reason is because they added the hunting rifle, and then there was a semi-automatic sniper, and there was a bolt action sniper, which still are in the game. And the crossbow had to compete against those weapons. The crossbow had to compete against the hunting rifle, semi-automatic sniper, and the bolt action, and nobody picked the crossbow, guys. The crossbow, it didn't do enough damage. It was just really weak. I understand that it was there for silence purposes, like it was quiet, but in my opinion, guys, it wasn't that great. I didn't like it. The reload on it was really tedious as well. So moving on to our number 10 spot, you guys. At our number 10 spot, we have the guided missile launcher. Now you guys might be thinking, yo, BOBEAST, why the guided missile launcher is at number 10 spot? Now, the guided missile launcher, in my opinion, is better than the crossbow because you have more control over it, and besides, it's a launcher, right, that can only fire one missile at a time, and then you have to control it, and you have to stay still, and you're really vulnerable, and it's just really messed up, guys, because if you have a whole team of players that have a guided missile launcher, for example, everyone in your team found one, and then you go up against a team, you could just spam those guys with the guided missile launchers, and it gets really annoying. I'm so happy that they removed this weapon. Fighting a team that has guided missile launchers is so annoying. It was so bad, guys. This thing was broken, and that's the main reason why they removed it. It was really bad. Nobody liked it. Nobody wanted the game. Everybody wanted it removed. The only good thing about it was guided missile riding. Like, you could ride it, you could self-rocket ride. That was the only good thing. So moving on to our number 9 spot, you guys, we have the minigun. Now the minigun was really hyped. I remember when they were announced this thing that it was gonna be in the game, everybody were so hyped for this weapon, guys. Honestly, man, everybody were so hyped. People's expectations were so high, but at the end of the day, it didn't turn out the way we expected it to turn out. This weapon was a disappointment, honestly. It's good to take down structures. For example, somebody's camping in something and you want to take it down, you can use the minigun, but that's all it's good for. I mean, damage is really low. You could easily get shotgunned by someone. It's just not good, man. It's not good. You're really vulnerable when you're using it. That's why it's at our number 9 spot. At our number 8 spot, you guys, we have the silenced SMG. The silenced SMG, you guys. This thing, it speaks for itself, man. It was really hyped as well. the Sas Smg was in fact the very first DLC weapon that we ever got in Fortnite, and everybody were hyped. Everyone were like, yeah, we're getting a new weapon in Fortnite. But this thing was honestly a disappointment. People didn't use it for long. And the reason is because, first of all, it's an SMG, and SMGs aren't, you know, that preferred in Fortnite Battle Royale or any Battle Royale games, because the maps are really big and you need a ranged weapon, and SMGs don't work. And second of all, the silenced part of this thing, it doesn't really make it special. And the reason is, guys, because I mean, once the circle is really small, you could hear anything. You could hear the Sas SMG from far away once the circle is really small. So that's the reason why it's at our number 8 spot. It's just not good, guys. At our number 7 spot, you guys, we have the silenced pistol. Now the silenced pistol, you guys, this thing is an actual beast. I like this thing. It's a good replacement for the AR. It's silence, that's like a bonus, even though silence doesn't really help when the circle becomes small. And it's just really good. Like, if you don't have an AR, carry the silence pistol. Is way better than the normal pistol. It does a lot of damage, a lot of headshot damage. It's really good, guys. So moving on to our number 6 spot, you guys, we have the LMG. Now the LMG, this thing, it beats all of the SMGs in the game. It has a high rate of fire. It does damage, a good amount of damage as well, and it just replaces all of the SMGs in the game. If you see an SMG and then you see the LMG, you would honestly go for the LMG, because first of all, it has less recoil, it has more range, it has less drop off, and it has a high rate of fire and a moderate amount of damage, which is really good, guys. So that's our number 6 spot. At our number 5 spot, you guys, we have the hunting rifle. Now the hunting rifle, you guys, this thing is really good. Now a lot of people love this weapon. I personally, I'm not a huge fan of it, but I can see why people will like it. I think it's really good if you're really good with it. Now this weapon requires a lot of skill. The hunting rifle requires skill to use, which is what makes it really special. It's not one of those weapons a noob can pick up and then just start using it and start destroying everyone. This thing requires a lot of skill, but if you become a beast with this thing, if you master this thing, you are honestly a god at Fortnite, because this thing provides a huge advantage. It has the same range as the snipers, and you don't have to scope in, and it's not slow at reloading. It's faster than the snipers at reloading. It's honestly a beast, guys. The hunting rifle is really good, and that's our number 5 spot. Moving on to our number 4 spot, you guys, we have the hand cannon. Now the hand cannon, you guys, this thing is better than the scoped AR in my opinion. And the reason is because the scoped AR replaces 2 things. It could replace a sniper rifle, and it could replace a shotgun. Hey, you don't have a sniper rifle? Guess what? You could use the deagle to get headshots long range and pick people off. You don't have a shotgun? You could use the deagle close range to, you know, absolutely destroy people, do shotgun damage. It does shotgun damage at close range, and it could do sniper damage if you do headshots at long range. The hand cannon is such an underrated weapon in my opinion. It's really good, guys. I absolutely love this weapon. It is one of the best DLC weapons in Fortnite. Now moving on to our number 3 spot, you guys, we have the thermal scoped AR. Now the thermal scoped AR, guys, this thing has a slow rate of fire, but the amount of damage it does is absolutely phenomenal. I absolutely love this weapon. The scoped AR is really good, but it's also one of those weapons that requires skill to use. I mean, you can't just pick it up and use it, and it provides a huge advantage long range. This thing is an absolute beast, man. I absolutely love the scoped AR. The thermal scoped AR is what I was gonna say. Thermal scoped AR, guys. And if you have trouble, you know, just seeing people long range, it could provide a thermal sensor which detects people from, I don't know, from like miles and miles away. Headshots do phenomenal damage. It has no damage drop off whatsoever. This thing is a machine made for long range. It's absolutely phenomenal. I love this weapon. So moving on to our number 2 spot, you guys, we have the Burst AR. By Burst AR, I mean the new Burst AR that they added. This thing is an absolute beast, guys. The new Burst AR they added, this thing is absolutely phenomenal. I love this weapon. I personally picked this weapon over the Scar because it's just that good, guys. It's better than the blue burst we have in the game, and the fact that this thing comes in gold and it comes in purple is just absolutely amazing. It's way better than the Scars, guys. Trust me, it's way better than the Scars. I would highly recommend taking this over the Scars. Honestly, one of the best weapons in Fortnite Battle Royale. Now, guys, moving on to our number 1 spot, we have the heavy shotgun. Now, guys, the heavy shotgun. Now, there's several things I want to say about this. First of all, this is the only shotgun that spawns in the chest. So if you land on top of a house with somebody else, and let's say they get an assault rifle, right? And you open up the chest and you get a heavy shotgun, you absolutely destroy them. This thing is an absolute lifesaver, guys. It does more damage than the tactical shotgun, and it has more range than the tactical shotgun. And this thing is an absolute beast. They increased the damage on this thing. They have never nerfed this thing, they've always buffed it. This shotgun is absolutely amazing, guys. The gold heavy and the purple heavy are absolutely phenomenal. There's not much to say about this thing. After all, it is a shotgun. It is the only DLC shotgun we've got in Fortnite Battle Royale. It is absolutely amazing, guys. The range factor is what sets it apart from the other shotguns. It has really good range and it does a lot of damage at a lot of range. I mean, not by a lot of range, I don't obviously mean like an assault rifle range, but for a shotgun, like long range for a shotgun, it does a lot of damage, man. This thing is an absolute beast. I love this thing so much. It is one of the best weapons added to Battle Royale. It is the best weapon, actually, that's what I should say. It is the best weapon added to Fortnite Battle Royale. That is it for this list, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys made it to the end, thank you guys so much. Guys, don't forget to absolutely destroy that like button, guys. Absolutely destroy that like button, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button with post notifications turned on. Follow me on Twitter, links in the description. Follow me on Instagram, link is also in the description. And guys, let me know in the comments down below, what is your favorite DLC weapon in Fortnite and why? Please let me know that. What's your favorite DLC weapon in Fortnite? Thank you guys so much. You guys are absolutely amazing. This is BOBEAST. Peace, guys. Thank you, guys.